This survivor is from Walqait, an area in western Tigray that remains under the occupation of Amhara and Eritrean forces to this day. Just like many in western Tigray, she was expelled from her home by a vigilante group that goes by the name Fano. Fano did not stop on kicking her out of her home. They have killed her daughter, wounded her son, and looted all the property she had owned.
ድሕሪ ሕጂ ትግራይ ግዜኡ ተወዲኡ ምዃኑ ይፈለጥኩም እንዲኹም መይስኩም መሪሕና ተቐምጡ ኢሎም
The time for Tigrayans is over now. What are you doing on our land? They would say. I had a 16-year-old daughter, and the Fano killed her. They shot my 18-year-old son 4 times as well. They looted all of my property, and they took it on a cart I owned.
She had just lost a daughter, but Fano couldn't even allow her to properly mourn her daughter's death. Hours after she buried her daughter, the Fano took her and held her captive for 8 days.
They mockingly told me to look after my daughter's body. I was with the body the entire day. The next day at 10 in the morning, I buried my daughter with neighbors. On the same day at 2, the Fano came and arrested me. They kept calling me junta. I stayed arrested there for 8 days with no clothes to change to.
Having been put under all these horrors by the Fano in her area, she decided to leave Walqait, a place she called home. She crossed Takaza, but what she thought might be a safer place for her was not so safe after all. She was raped there by Eritrean soldiers. Now, she is sheltered in one of the IDP camps, alone and separated from all of her family members.
On the 28th of December, I crossed Takaza on foot. There I was put under unspeakable horrors. They were Eritrean soldiers, and they committed unspeakable atrocities on me. On the 18th of January, they raped me. I have then been separated from the rest of my family, and I'm alone here.
The Ethiopian government maintains the all-encompassing siege on Tigray, continuing to block the delivery of essential medical supplies, double victimizing survivors of the weaponized sexual violence. In effect, they have been suffering from starvation and lack of medicines, on top of the horrific trauma they sustained.